Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Tellor Dev Calls. Today, Brenda is out at DAppCon, so she'll be giving a speech, I believe, tomorrow. But yeah, let's find out how the dev stuff's going. Dan, how's things?
I've been working on a profitability tracker for testnet, and so far we have 24 active validators with an average stake of almost 9,000 TRB,
Okay.
and validator reporter is averaging almost 6 TRB profit a day.
Well, first, I feel like you should use medians here because, like, the average validator, I know, like, we have giant ones that
Yeah,
throw everything off. 6 TRB for what a day? So what's that?
they report every single
What's
window.
that APR? Yeah, give me an APR. Because I mean, I think like what's Ethereum stake APR? I think it's something like 4%. Most Cosmos stakes, at least from what I remember, float between like 10 to 20% APR. That would be like what I would shoot for ours would be like somewhere between 10 to 20. Expect like a token our size, which would be like, so I'll let you guys work back the math as far as like once we do get an APR out, the question will be ours is actually based, we'll probably have a really, really high APR if not a whole lot of people are staked. Like, because we have fixed rewards. So ours is different than most networks like that. Like Ethereum, even like if you have 100, like Ethereum changes a little bit, but if you have more people staked, you have more emissions. And if you have less people staked, you have more total emissions, I mean. And less people staked is less total emissions. Whereas us, it's the same either way. So if you're the only person that stakes, you get all of them. And then what we would expect is more people will stake, and you basically split the pie until the APR is the market rate, give or take. And I'm curious to see what the market rate would be. So there's obviously some volatility, oh, quite a bit of volatility risk in this APR, unlike a USDC, because you have to lock it up in TRB and can't sell it right away. So, Caleb, how's things?
I'm finishing up an article. I'm trying to walk some people through some general social forking stuff and how to edit the state and actually do it on the lower level of things and not just the idea of it. So that's been fun. And then now that I got a PR merged for update to the Discord monitor, I'm going to update all of those services and get that. We had our first slashing event that was caught on the alert this weekend. So whoever got slashed, you should probably unjail yourself.
On normal Tellor, so like the reports on mainnet Ethereum, we did have a dispute last Friday, I believe. This was an old issue that came up like right when we launched Tellor Flex. Basically, like if you're submitting reporter values, you have to pad them. So like if it's calling for a UNT 256, you have to pad it out to 32 bytes. And the reason for this is like whoever's reading it in their smart contracts needs to know that in order to be able to decode it certain ways. Especially older versions of Solidity don't necessarily handle it properly. So make sure you pad it. If you don't, you're subject to getting disputed. Almost everyone's okay. I think somebody just spun up like a really, really, really old reporter and submitted. That would be my guess. Yeah, message in Discord about that and reach out if you have any questions or want us to even look at your code. Happy to. So, Tim, how's things?
I wrapped up a PR last week for attestation slashing, which I've talked about on previous Monday calls. So then I'm working on some monitoring for the data bridge for attestations. Yeah, so spinning that up right this week.
Ryan, how's things?
The bridge page, I'm still trying to get the delegating to a validator functionality working. This one's a little bit trickier because it's using the Cosmos template as opposed to the other messages which use teller functions. But to wrap that up by tomorrow, and then I can do the selecting reporter as well.
And Akram?
I guess I did the reviews last week. Also, was working on fixing Highliner to be able to push to the registry. For some reason, that's not working, so I'm trying it out with a different code.
All right. And then I believe you're going to be sharing something with us today, right?
Yeah, I can show
So what do you
the
got?
node analyzer. What it basically does is it takes in an RPC URL and picks out what the target node is at that RPC or what the network it's for. And based on that target, kind of basically goes crawling through the peers of that node, and then at the end result will be how many nodes are in the network. In the network that you're looking into. It gives you the number of RPCs that are available and working that are queryable. It also includes the numbers of P2P only networks where they're actually private. Let me just run it real quick. It shouldn't take that long.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Akram. Well, everybody, have a great week. See you next week.